Well, good morning. Welcome to Thoughts Can Change Your Life with me, Rev Lee Wolak. Every day we come together and explore this thing called life, this mystery, this magical mystery, this joy of being alive. And so today I want to talk about the idea that life is an inside job. It's not on the outside. That doesn't change anything. The outside stuff doesn't change. It's like the roots of a plant. They give the plant life. It's not on the outside. It's the roots that give the plant. And so the same thing is true for us. It's our thoughts and our inner emotions that we have about the thoughts that create our life. And so the key to changing an experience, to changing the direction of our life, is to change our thoughts and our emotions that we attach to them. And when we do that, we start to become empowered. You know, I was watching just briefly the Monday Night Football game last night. And in it, a young man, 24-year-old Buffalo Bill player, DeMar, a safety, made a hit. And that hit impacted his chest and he went down. And turned out he had cardiac arrest. And my prayers that he healed quickly from this. But it really made me start to think, what is it about society that we really get excited about such violent sports? I had a discussion with my son about that. He said, well, Dad, all sports are violent. I said, they are in some respect or another, the ones that people follow. What is it about the human character? The human character that gets turned on by violence. It's an interesting thing. I know as I continue to do the work, I know that Jean and we went and we saw Avatar over the weekend. And I love Avatar as a series. But there were parts in Avatar where there was violence and I couldn't watch. I'd sort of like to turn away. I'm finding that there's something in me that says, this is not what I want to experience. And my son says, well, it's just a movie. It's not just a movie. It's thoughts with emotions being implanted within you, and it's having an impact. Do you get what I'm saying? Is this making sense to you? Is that we don't even believe that these things that we're surrounded with, these ideas, these movies, these everything, videos, everything has an impact on us. And what we don't realize is that we don't even know when it's having an impact on us. We don't know when we're getting dumbed down, numbed out. Yeah, I didn't plan on going in this direction today, but I'm there. I'm just going to keep on rolling on this. Yeah, we become numb. Here's something that I know is why we tolerate someone lying to us over and over again and not do anything about it? That's a great question. Are you worthy of being told the truth? I believe I am. Why is it we allow people who serve us to lie and we let them get away with it? Or we continue to support them knowing they're liars? What is that saying about ourselves? That's a really good question. What you tolerate says a lot about you. I'm pausing on that because it's reflecting. I'm feeling a tingliness through me as I discuss this, because why would we tolerate anything but love? We call it out. That's the reason my wife and I are still married after 50 years, is we call each other out when we're out of alignment with our truth. We call each other out when we're not speaking love. We call each other out when we're off of our top values. That's what makes relationships special. That's what keeps our lives on track. I don't know. What are you thinking about all this, gang? Dion, I haven't seen you in forever. Good to see you. Let me say hi to all you other people out there. Bodie Girl, Nilda, Johanna, Paula, Jean, Wendy, everyone else who's out there. The key thing to remember is what's going on in your mind and with your emotions attached to what's going on in your mind is creating the experience of life that you're having. It doesn't matter what you do. It matters who you are inside that will determine that. This is interesting. I used to go to Hawaii once or twice every year for 30 some years because my mom and dad retired there. So I had a great place to go. And what was interesting is I'd walk on the beach and there were some people like me who was as happy as could be. I had a big smile on my face. I was glowing. I was in Maui. My God, nothing better. And there were people there walking the same beach, same surf, same temperature, and absolutely miserable. Same event, but what was going on differently inside them? Easy. Thank you for saying that. That was very courageous of you, Easy. Easy said, yes, I tolerate bad behavior in people because I don't feel powerful enough to say something. You want to know something, hun? You are powerful enough because you were created by the infinite and there's no one better than you. There's no one worse than you. And you have to choose when you say things to people who are in bad behavior, or if it's not right, then don't be with those people. Just don't be with them. It's that simple too. There's sometimes I'll say things and sometimes I just get out of the situation because sometimes you automatically know they're not going to hear it anywhere. Johanna says, my spouse helps me make me a better human being. He pushes my buttons and I push his with love. Woo-hoo! I love it, Johanna. My wife does that to me and I do it to her. And there's nothing better than pushing each other's buttons. And sometimes they're fun buttons to push. Nicole, there's chaos everywhere, babe. Whether it's an airport, a grocery store, a gymnasium. How can you be in a meditative state, quieting your mind, not being attached in the midst of chaos? That's the sign of a real meditator. A real meditator can do it and control themselves wherever they are. It's not just about sitting in silence with a group of people like we do every morning. I love this conversation. I love this conversation. This is January 3rd, 2023. You've got 362 more days this year. Who are you going to become? That's the question I'm asking you. Who are you going to become? And can you take just a little step every day, a little step toward that you desire to become? I promise you, if you take just a little step, come January of 2024, you'll be a completely different person. It'll be a person that you've created consciously. With that, remember, it's your roots. It's your inner thoughts and your inner emotions attached to them. They're going to create your experience. Water them with thoughts that serve and emotions that are highly elevated. With that, my beautiful friends, make it a great day. Until tomorrow, know that I love you just the way you are. Until then, aloha.